Most people believe that living to 100 is all about exercising every day, pushing the body to its limits and following strict fitness routines. But what if that's not the key at all? What if the real secret to longevity had little to do with intense workouts and everything to do with something far simpler? Research on centenarians, people who live to 100 or beyond, reveals that while movement is important, it's not about how much you exercise, but how you live your daily life. In this video, we're uncovering 5 powerful lifestyle habits that have been linked to extreme longevity, all backed by studies of the world's longest living populations. These aren't complicated fitness regimens or strict diets, but natural habits that support health in a sustainable, effortless way. If you're hoping to increase your chances of living a long, fulfilling life, this information is something you can't afford to miss. Stay tuned until the end because some of these habits might surprise you. They don't require you to become a marathon runner or spend hours at the gym, but they do require a shift in how you approach your health, your relationships, and your mindset. Now, let's get started. Number 1, prioritizing strong social connections. Let's begin with the extraordinary value of connecting with others. Many of us may recall evenings spent around a dinner table with family and friends, lively chatter, shared stories, and the simple pleasure of being together. Studies show that having strong social ties can reduce stress and even extend our years. Researchers have found that older adults with deep, meaningful relationships are statistically 50% more likely to enjoy longer, healthier lives than those who remain isolated. In addition, when we open our hearts and allow ourselves to truly engage, we notice that these connections enrich our lives in ways that go beyond words. They provide comfort, inspire resilience, and remind us that every smile we share lights up the darkest moments with hope and warmth. I remember Elsie, a dear neighbor who celebrated her 95th birthday surrounded by her children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren. Elsie's secret wasn't found in a strict regimen or expensive treatments. It was found in her daily interactions, her laughter echoing over family gatherings, and the warmth she radiated towards everyone in her community. She believed that every conversation, every shared meal, helped build a bridge that connected hearts and uplifted spirits. Her way of life taught us that genuine love and closeness never fade with time. They only grow richer and deeper. Elsie's approach inspires us to treasure each interaction, embracing moments that stitch together the fabric of our most cherished memories. This idea of connection isn't just theoretical, it's reflected in life lessons from the elderly, who have taught us that a friendly smile or a heartfelt hello can brighten even the darkest day. Simple interactions, like greeting your neighbor, spending time with a friend over tea, or volunteering at a local community center, can make all the difference. Moreover, these everyday moments allow us to feel seen, valued, and cared for, as they nurture a sense of belonging that is essential for our emotional well-being. By embracing these gentle gestures, we learn that kindness and compassion are the true building blocks of a joyful, resilient life. Beyond the warmth of shared moments, consider how these cherished interactions remind us of the fleeting nature of time. They encourage us to treasure every encounter, finding beauty in every kind word and gentle smile. When we prioritize connection, we also become part of a network of support that helps us navigate life's inevitable challenges. Whether it's exchanging stories with a longtime friend or lending an ear to someone in need, each moment of genuine care creates ripples of positivity that bolster our spirits. These simple acts of love and understanding add layers of meaning to our lives, reinforcing that the strength of our bonds is a timeless gift that endures through all seasons. Think back to a time when a simple conversation brought you unexpected joy. What was that moment, and who shared it with you? How did it make you feel? Number 2, eating in moderation and following a natural diet. Next, let's talk about the art of eating, not with rigid rules, but through a mindful, moderate approach that honors the body's need for nourishment. Reflect on the meals you've enjoyed over the years, those delightful gatherings where food was celebrated as much as the company, and every bite carried memories of laughter and love. Imagine savoring a favorite home-cooked recipe, the aroma filling the room, and the warmth of shared stories that make every meal a heartfelt ritual. These experiences remind us that food is not merely fuel, but an expression of care and tradition that nurtures our souls. In many of the world's longest-living populations, it isn't the counting of every calorie that matters, but the gentle practice of eating until about 80% full, a tradition famously seen in Okinawa, Japan. This 80% rule serves as a simple yet profound reminder that sometimes less is truly more. By easing the burden on our digestive system, we grant our bodies the space to feel comfortable and light, free from the complications that come with overeating. This philosophy encourages us to slow down, appreciate every morsel, and listen to our body's signals, transforming every meal into a mindful celebration of life that sustains both body and spirit. Consider the story of Ruth, an 82-year-old grandmother who had always followed the habit of finishing every last bite on her plate. When she began living with her daughter, a devoted advocate of good nutrition, Ruth gradually learned to listen more closely to her body's true needs. She switched to savoring smaller portions of fresh, whole foods like crisp garden vegetables, hearty whole grains, and seasonal fruits that burst with flavor. With time, she felt lighter and more energized, her daily walk evolving into a joyful ritual filled with renewed vigor and gratitude. Her transformation mirrors those profound life lessons from the elderly, who remind us that nourishing our bodies isn't about deprivation. It's about celebrating the natural, vibrant foods that truly fuel our lives and keep us connected to nature's bounty. Statistics back this gentle approach. Research suggests that those who practice mindful eating and moderate portion control are far less likely to experience chronic conditions like diabetes and heart disease. This small, thoughtful shift in how we eat makes a big impact on our overall health, transforming every meal into a celebration of life and a powerful tool for longevity. When we choose to embrace moderation and mindfulness at the table, we not only honor our bodies, but we also cultivate a nurturing environment where every shared bite becomes a cherished moment. A practice that enriches our journey and exemplifies the wisdom of thoughtful living. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 2 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Number 3, managing stress and practicing mindful living. Life inevitably presents challenges and stress, but what if we could learn to handle these pressures gracefully, without letting them leave a lasting mark on our health? Imagine a time when you were young, and even small setbacks seemed monumental, as if every minor stumble echoed loudly in your heart. With the wisdom of experience, many of us have discovered that embracing mindfulness through deep breathing, gentle walks in nature, or even quiet moments of prayer can drastically change our response to stress. By choosing to acknowledge and let go of our burdens, we open our hearts to forgiveness, renewal, and the possibility of transformation, inviting peace into our daily lives. Take Leonard, for instance, an 80-year-old gentleman who spent much of his career navigating a high-pressure corporate world where stress was a constant companion. Even in retirement, the ghost of old stress patterns would creep in, threatening his peace of mind as memories of deadlines and high stakes returned unbidden. It wasn't until Leonard began his morning ritual of mindful meditation and a slow, deliberate walk around his quiet neighborhood that he truly found relief. Over time, his blood pressure stabilized, his sleep improved significantly, and he even rediscovered a sense of calm that had long been buried under years of constant worry. Leonard's gentle journey towards mental balance reminds us how nurturing our inner world can gradually mend the emotional scars left by past pressures. Mindfulness isn't just a modern fad, it's one of the timeless life lessons from the elderly that continuously remind us that inner peace is the most valuable kind of wealth we can possess. By embracing stress management practices, whether it's taking time to reflect with a comforting cup of tea, enjoying a quiet moment while reading a cherished book, or conversing with a kind friend about life's ups and downs, we open ourselves up to a smoother, more resilient way of living. These practices teach us the beauty of small rituals that honor our emotions and help us navigate life's storms with grace, allowing us to build fortitude through gentle, mindful habits that have been proven effective over countless lifetimes. Statistics reinforce this wisdom. Individuals who engage in daily mindfulness practices tend to exhibit lower levels of cortisol and a reduced risk of heart issues, thereby leading a healthier, more balanced life. Research continues to show that when we incorporate moments of calm into our routines, our bodies respond positively, reducing chronic inflammation and fostering a strong sense of overall well-being. These encouraging findings remind us that every mindful pause not only nurtures our inner serenity, but also contributes significantly to our long-term physical health, proving that taking time for ourselves is not a luxury, but a fundamental cornerstone of true, lasting resilience. Think back to a time when you felt truly at peace. What were you doing, and how did that moment help you overcome the challenges in your life? Number 4, staying mentally active and continuously learning. They say a sharp mind is a young mind. Our brains, much like our bodies, thrive on activity and engagement. Reflect for a moment on the many years spent learning new things. Maybe it was the thrill of mastering a musical instrument, the satisfaction of solving a tricky puzzle, or the simple joy of reading about adventures in far-off lands. The wisdom gained from these experiences is among the most cherished life lessons from the elderly, reminding us that learning never stops, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. Consider the story of Margaret, an 85-year-old former school teacher who, upon retiring, began to notice small lapses in her memory. Rather than resigning herself to cognitive decline, she chose to challenge herself by joining a local book club, taking up crossword puzzles each morning, and even enrolling in an online history course. In a matter of months, Margaret's world transformed. Her mind grew sharper, her social circles expanded, and she found herself immersed in conversations that rekindled her youthful curiosity. She became a living testament to the power of lifelong learning, a radiant example of how the mind, when properly nourished, can remain vibrant well into our later years. Scientific studies back up what Margaret and many others have experienced. Older adults who continually engage in mental activities are less likely to experience cognitive decline and memory loss. The practice of active learning not only strengthens neural connections, but also fosters resilience, making it a cornerstone of successful aging. In addition, these daily intellectual pursuits open up a world of new experiences and forge deeper connections with those around us. Imagine the delight in sharing a fascinating book recommendation with a friend, or uncovering shared passions during a spirited discussion over coffee. Such moments not only sharpen our minds, but also uplift our spirits and expand our world. Engaging in continual learning nurtures creativity, fosters a sense of accomplishment, and instills a deep joy that radiates into every aspect of our lives. These life lessons from the elderly Reinforce that the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey, one that makes each day a precious opportunity for growth and self-discovery. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 4 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Number 5, having a strong sense of purpose and daily routine. One of the most consistent traits among people who live past 100 isn't a perfect diet, strict exercise routine, or even access to top-tier healthcare. It's a strong sense of purpose. Centenarians across the world tend to wake up each day with a clear reason for living, whether it's caring for family, contributing to their community, or simply enjoying life's small pleasures. This sense of purpose isn't just an emotional booster. It has been scientifically linked to lower stress levels, better heart health, and even a longer lifespan. When people have a clear purpose, their bodies respond to stress in a healthier way, producing lower levels of cortisol, experiencing better sleep, and fostering healthier habits overall. Studies have shown that individuals with a strong life purpose are significantly less likely to suffer from chronic diseases, depression, or cognitive decline. Take the case of 87-year-old Frank. After retiring from his career in carpentry, he struggled with a loss of identity. Without work to keep him busy, he felt restless and uncertain. However, when his granddaughter asked him to teach her how to build simple wooden furniture, everything changed. Frank began spending his mornings in his workshop, sharing his skills and knowledge. His energy returned, his mood improved, and even his doctor observed positive changes in his overall health. In many of the world's longest-living cultures, a concept known as ikigai, a deep sense of purpose or similar ideas, reinforces this mindset. Whether it's through a hobby, a role in the family, or contributing to the community, having something meaningful to do each day can significantly impact one's longevity. Alongside purpose, maintaining a daily routine is essential. Centenarians often follow structured, consistent routines that lend a sense of stability to their lives. Whether it's waking up at the same time each day, engaging in light activity, or observing simple rituals, these routines help regulate the body's natural rhythms, lower stress, improve sleep, and even enhance digestion. Even though these routines are not about intense exercise or strenuous workouts, they underscore the importance of consistent movement throughout the day. Natural activities such as walking to visit friends, tending a garden, or handling daily responsibilities keep the body strong without the strain of high-impact workouts. This steady, manageable movement shows that longevity isn't about how much you exercise, but how consistently you move. Final thoughts. Take a quiet moment to reflect on these 5 gentle habits that can help you live a longer, healthier life. It's not about spending countless hours in the gym or adhering to extreme diets. It's about making small, sustainable choices that enrich your days, one step at a time. The world's longest-living people have discovered that true well-being goes beyond physical fitness. They nurture deep, lasting relationships, manage stress with calm acceptance, keep their minds active with curiosity, and greet each new day with a profound sense of purpose. What resonated with you the most? Which of these habits have you woven into your own life? And which might you consider embracing a little more fully? Remember, the key to longevity isn't found in perfection. It lies in the gentle consistency of our everyday choices. Simple acts like keeping in touch with dear friends and loved ones, savoring meals mindfully, engaging in activities that spark your intellectual interest, and renewing your sense of purpose can profoundly affect not only how long you live, but also the quality of every precious day. In our years, we learn that life is less about striving for grand perfection and more about cherishing every small joy and every shared moment. These are the timeless lessons, the life philosophies, that many among us have come to appreciate as true wisdom. We invite you to join the conversation and share with us your insights. Please leave a comment below telling us one thing you learned today and how you plan to weave that wisdom into your life. Your experiences and reflections are dear to us. They enrich our community and remind us all that each day offers a new beginning. If this message has touched your heart and offered you a slice of inspiration, please like, subscribe, and share with those close to you. Your support helps us continue creating good, thoughtful content designed to inform and uplift. As we part today, I'll leave you with a gentle reminder from a proverb that has guided many through the years. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. May these words remind you that every simple, deliberate step brings you closer to a life filled with meaning, warmth, and lasting happiness. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to sharing more moments of reflection with you in the next video.